So that was their first 2 drives. Now these are just a couple of additional plays to get across some of the points to watch out for in the final. Cool. Here we go. So this is an example here where the QB has his first read. His first read is not open, and it's not obvious to me, or I don't think it's clear here that the QB knows what all the receivers should be running within the concepts and where he's likely to have solutions to his problems. I'd argue this first read, if he throws it on anticipation, is open, because essentially what he's looking at, they've got a stick concept here. So they've got this guy's looking to sit, this guy's breaking out, this guy's going deep. Then this guy runs a check down, and I'm not sure what 14 runs. Let's check. Ah, cool. And then 14 runs like a flanker route. So 14 just runs across the floor. Cool, so we've got a stick and we've got like flank and a check down or a slide. So that's the concept we've got. And essentially what I can see is that the QB's looking at how they've lined up. He's seen his inside most receiver, the safety's off. If he throws it sometime, it should be cool. And like unless the safety bites down super hard, it should be cool. So he's thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go to 3. That's his number 1 option. But he doesn't know, he's not certain what his other, or what he's gonna go to if that's not open. Looking at this, it's just gonna be wide open. The safety's off, this guy's gonna hitch up at 5 yards. As long as I throw it on time, even if the guy gets tackled, we're gonna get the free 5 yards. Cool. So yep. So he runs, and I would argue that this is the sort of look you were expecting. As he's breaking down, if you throw this, he's going to catch it. Yeah, he's going to get hit. But if you throw this on time with a small anticipation on the break, unless you don't trust him, this is what you wanted. That's what I would argue. Like, so yeah, this ball should be thrown. You catch it, you get the 5 yards. But fair enough, he sees something he doesn't like. He decides not to throw it for whatever reason. Boom. And after spending a long time basically watching that, he didn't know what he wanted to do afterwards. So he's already decided that the play side is just a no-go. He's looking backside, but he doesn't know what he's looking for. Maybe he's looking at 14, but he then sees maybe he's looking at 14, the guy who's running the dagger, the flank route across. But I'm sure he sees this guy. Maybe he sees this guy over the top. If he had known what he was looking for, he could have probably looked at the defense quickly, seen that number 12 had peeled down with 14, and just got it straight to his check down. Thrown it to his check down, check down might have got some yards, might not have got some yards. But it would have just been a clear progression of boom, 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 check down. But he saw his number 1 option. Number 1 wasn't open. Now he's looking to look around. He's feeling the pressure of the pocket collapse on him. Yeah, there's a reasonable pattern for him, but he's feeling that it's collapsing, and he doesn't feel he's got enough time to set himself, look at what he wants to look at, make his choice before he has to get out of there, and he ends up getting sacked. But it's an example, or I feel it's an example of where he's going for his first read. If his first read's not open, he doesn't know what solutions he has within the concept, or he doesn't quickly get to those solutions if he does know them, and he gets antsy in the pocket. So we'll watch it again through, just so you can see that play out. Doesn't like it, just looks around, doesn't know where he's going to throw it, feels the pressure, boom. Well, the D-line obviously does a good job and gets pressure quickly, but the point I'm trying to make is that if he knows what the rest of his concept is and where he might have possible solutions, even though he might get hit, he would have an answer that he can quickly get to while looking to process what the defense is offering him and just going, okay, this is going to be open. And then our final play we're going to look at, another additional from UWE. Come out once again in body, gun minus. Nice, gets the ball away. Gets the ball out. Gets a touch. Yeah, gets out of bounds. Cool. So here, what it looks like is his number one target initially is the slot receiver to the right side. This is who he's targeting initially. He's not open. He's not open, and he works through his progression to get to the guy who's flanking across. But the thing I want to highlight here is that, like, although he makes the decision, it could be a little bit crisper. And I think that because this guy's wide open, he gets the throw, so it looks well, and he's got a nice little platform. So cool, doesn't like that. Nice little platform, dances a little bit, gets the ball out. And what I'm trying to highlight with this video, yeah, he gets the ball out, he gets the pass off, they gain the yardage, is that what it seems as though from looking at this tape with the UWE QB, and it might be the case in the final, or maybe he plays slightly different, is that he needs almost things to be at the optimal side of good for them things to like tick. While what you can see with the Nottingham QB, he doesn't need that. Like, if it's there, wonderful, but his processes and his decision making and his decisiveness are all at a level that when even like it looks like hell's going on around him, he's still making decisions and plays that are based on process and a logical way of thinking. While here with the UWE QB, yes, he gets his ball out, but it's like you look at it, his first read's off, he dances a little bit in the pocket, he's got a wonderful pocket, lovely little platform to work with. Wonderful pocket, lovely little platform to work with. So his first read's off, dances a little bit, lovely little platform. Lovely little platform, look at that. Lovely little platform to work with. So he's got plenty of time to do whatever he wants to do. Do whatever he wants to do. That allows him time to basically watch this guy for probably longer than he should. Because this receiver is going to run into a safety. 34's instantly turned his back. 34's instantly turned his back on it. Like, that's just not going to be open. So arguably, 88 is what is going to come open. Either 88 is what's going to come open, or if he decides he doesn't want to wait for 88 to come open, his check down's open straight away. So if he sees the concept, sees how the defender's playing it, knows he's running to another defender, see where he can look that off, maybe look to try and use his eyes or something of that ilk to try and shift this guy off the spot so he can generate this window here to throw it to give him more chances to get open, or he can just look straight to the check down. Now, in this world, because he's got plenty of time in the pocket, he lets it play out and 88 runs wide open, so it looks all well and good. But if it was covered a little bit more tight out, or there was someone waiting for 88, as is with the interception he had, I think he would have thrown it regardless. And it's not necessarily the case where it's like, cool, I'm reading this, I've made my decision, move on to the next thing, this is likely to be open. It's like, I'm watching this, if in the window I'm watching it, I see something that I like that isn't necessarily off of how the defense is playing it or how open it is, I'll then look to get to my next thing. And if I have enough time, I'm going to read that and see that. Whilst with the Knox QB, what you're seeing is that, cool, this is the concept I have, this is what I'm going, okay, cool. This is the confirmation I've looked for, that hasn't happened, on to the next thing. This confirmation I looked for, that hasn't happened, on to the next thing. And his decision making, as well as his ability to throw the ball, are crisp and sharp, and that's what made this game close, a little bit closer. And I think this is something that if the Knox defense can look to challenge on this UWE QB. Like, yes, he's a good QB, throws a lovely ball, plays excellent. These two teams wouldn't be in the final if they didn't have excellent talent on both sides of the ball. But I thought that his wanting to hit the first target and to stick on it a little bit later than he should, and then when he goes to the next target, waiting for that to almost be perfect at the same time as the first target, that is something that the defense can bite on and target. And if they force him to constantly have to play QB from the pocket and make decisions and choices from the pocket, I feel that he'll give up possibly some balls that are there to be intercepted, or necessarily get choked up by the defensive pressure, line pressure that the Knots have, because they've got a strong D-line, or just not make optimal choices necessarily in a timely manner. So, yep, and then throws that. But yeah, that's